used to be this shit slick about it. Right, got no hustle or nothing, so he gon' stick about it. I be knowing the rundown, I'm doubting, so I can't speak about it. She know I'm the things, and she love me, I pray to freak about it.
What's good, y'all? Nick Triggers back with another video, and this video is just gonna be pretty much just another gun table talk. Just gonna pretty much just talk about kind of a little bit of politics, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just if you haven't seen my most recent video, I was talking about the Bear Creek Arsenal issues that I was having with the gas rings on the firing pin. And since then, I have gotten the issue sorted out with the my Bear Creek Arsenal right here. So, yeah, I'm very glad about that. I'm gonna take this sling off since it's super loud. But other than that, I'm just gonna talk about so where I am in Texas, it's pretty. I'd say it's pretty blue in the area that I'm at. I'm not in the district for District 23 with Brandon Herrera, but I am near that area. So hopefully I can make some content on that, because I do want to go out there and start holding up signs and getting the word out. Because he is going to a runoff with Tony Gonzalez, the incumbent, the conservative incumbent that's out of District 23. So one thing that is going on in San Antonio is so the congressional incumbent for San Antonio is his name is something Castro, like J something Castro. So I don't know how that's gonna fare in the next election. He's been there for a super long time. I think since like 2008 or 2011 or something. He's been the congressional incumbent for San Antonio for a very long time. Do I think that he should be there for more than 10 years? Absolutely not. If the president can't be president for more than 10 years, then congressmen shouldn't be congressmen for more than 10 years. It's just common sense. So, also the Supreme Court has been talking about how magazine bans or standard capacity magazines are protected by the Second Amendment and cannot be infringed on. And there's a bunch of states that like infringing on that right. And even like this 12-round magazine, it would be illegal, even though it's standard flush fit for this Canik TP9 Elite SC. So it's very, very do I agree with the laws? No. Do I think you should break the laws? I'm not going to say to or don't, because a lot of laws, there's no basis behind them. Just like the NFA, the National Firearms Act, literally enacted for things like the suppressors, the short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns. So all that stuff was, I'm pretty sure it was created in the 90s, the early 90s, like right after, I'm pretty sure, Columbine. They did stuff like that for so they could show people that they're not doing nothing, even though they probably, the CIA definitely had something to do with it, but that's neither here nor there. Do I care who the president is going to be? A little bit, not really. Because even when Donald Trump was in office, he enacted a bump stock ban, which is in the Supreme Court right now being heard, and I'll let y'all know what's going on with that once I listen in on what the Armed Scholar has to say. If you haven't checked out the Armed Scholar, I suggest you go do that. He's very smart. He lives in California, but he definitely knows what he's talking about. He a a lot of those people, I think they just stay in California for just family reasons. I don't think they want to be there because why would somebody want to be in a place where you can't express your God-given inalienable rights? And so that's why I'm blessed to live in this beautiful state. So I'm very thankful for all the stars that have aligned for me to be in this freedom-loving state. So this past week, South Carolina became the 29th state for concealed carry, and Louisiana became the 28th state for constitutional carry. So both of those states, I lived in South Carolina for most of my life. I started life in South Carolina, so that makes me super happy because like a year or two ago, I ended up driving to South Carolina, and I brought my guns with me. I brought a couple of them with me. I had 2 Glock 23s that I brought with me, but I couldn't really legally carry them constitutionally. And even driving through Louisiana was kind of sus because it had to be in I couldn't carry it on me. I had to be in like a glove box or whatever away from me where I couldn't access it. And that's before I got my license to carry. So now I got my license to carry. None of that even really matters, but it is something to say when you're driving through those states. And that's the only real states that I end up going to. That I have no reason to go any farther north than that because all my family is down south. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it. So, that's a good thing. Another thing is, since this election's coming up, you will start to see ammo prices going up. Just because a lot of people don't know who's going to be the president and how it's going to work out. Because even if Donald Trump does get elected again, it's not going to really do too much. It's like, unless he starts writing, unless in those 4 years he completely does away with the NFA, nothing is really going to change. Because you're still going to have to pay your fork over your $200 for your tax stamps. You're still going to have to be put on a wait period. And right now, I'm pretty sure eForms is down, so you can't send in your tax stamp paperwork through eForms unless it's, I'm pretty sure Silencer Shop still does the eForms, but y'all do your research. But right now, if you were going to get a suppressor, I'm pretty sure that the wait times, I've seen people waiting as little as a week, 2 weeks. It just depends on where you are on their radar, pretty much. Because I know people who, fresh out the military, they have to wait to even pick up their gun. They get delayed at the firearms store, and they have to wait every single time. And then I know people who just walk in, like me, go buy your guns, and then get out the same day. I've never gotten a delay. One time, actually, I did. He couldn't sell it to me because I ended up buying just a PSA lower, a strip lower, and since it's an other, you have to be 21. If you buy the full 16-inch rifle, you could buy it at 18. At least whenever I was doing it, I'm pretty sure South Carolina is like the only state you can't buy an 18-inch rifle, AR style rifle at a gun store. But Texas you can when you're 18. So that's what I tried to do. I made sure I had the stock on it so it would be a legal technical rifle, but it still counts as other because you can always form one or do whatever you want. Put a pistol brace on it, whatever. Another thing is if I'm pretty sure if the Supreme Court is supposed to be hearing the Texas suppressor freedom case here soon, which is pretty much any of the Texas suppressors made in Texas that aren't leaving the state of Texas are not subject to free commerce because it's staying in the state. So that was a cool thing that Governor Abbott did a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure 2021 he made that bill, and pretty much that would pretty much open up a whole new market in Texas for suppressors. I would definitely be getting a suppressor if that goes through immediately, because suppressors are just cool. Like, to shoot this get a suppressor on it, make it like look like that, like that'd be awesome. Especially if you don't have to pay a $200 tax stamp, because I know there's people that sell suppressors for like $400, and a lot of people said you can't sell your suppressor like on Texas Gun Trader and stuff like that. It's very hard to find an affordable suppressor, especially since if you buy a suppressor, it's pretty much the same price as the gun. So this gun ended up being like $670. This was an expensive gun, $670, not including the light. So the light's $150. So $670 plus $150, $8 plus the $200 red dot with $60 sights. That's over like $1,000 right there. So if you spend $1,000 on a suppressor and then another $1,000 on a gun, $600 on a suppressor, you got a $1,600 pistol right there. And I mean, do I think people should be spending $1,600 on a pistol? It depends on what you got. It depends on your money. Depends on what you're looking like. Very, very select people. So I got kids, so I can't be spending that type of money. Wife will kill me, and I won't hear the end of it. Make me sell stuff, this and that. And I've already sold too much. I can't be selling any more guns. Like, I love guns. I can't, like, just parting with them. Like, every single gun that I've sold, I've regretted selling. So far, because I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 guns, and I traded 2. So that's 6 guns right there. And right now I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 guns. So I pretty much lost the whole gun. So I would not suggest selling your guns if you can. Like, I don't know if you need money, but that leads me into another topic. Is Texas Gun Trader. So Texas Gun Trader is a thing in Texas where people can privately sell their firearms. It's a website. You gotta pay like $3 to get on there and start selling stuff. But a lot of people, they sell everything for full price. So you go buy the gun and it's the exact same price as if you were to buy it online. And that is just ridiculous. Like, if you're gonna resell stuff, like, you need to know what the value you are reselling. Like, I get it if it's brand new in the box, hasn't been fired, hasn't been shot, well, the mag's been taken out maybe a handful of times, like, barely dry fire, barely any of that. But if you're selling your gun and it's got like holster wear, or if you're selling an SKS for $700, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's very hard to justify. That's why a lot of people on there, their shit just stays on there for months, because nobody wants to buy your shit, especially if you overcharging for that motherfucker. Like, they selling everything top dollar on that website. Like, the only good that's for that site is if you trade and stuff. So you can just like ask if people want to trade guns. But a lot of guns that they're trading are shit guns, like fucking Canik with 1,000+ rounds, or Taurus with 1,000 rounds through it. Some bullshit. It's like, especially like if the gun looks sus, like don't buy that. Don't buy it, especially if you think the person might be shady. That's why a lot of people on there, they won't even sell you if you don't have a license to carry, because a license to carry kind of guarantees that you're not doing anything with ill intent. The crime statistics for people with licenses to carry are on the DPS website, and I'm pretty sure it's only like 1% of LTC holders commit crimes, like real crimes. So that's just another thing. But that's probably gonna conclude this little gun table talk with y'all. Let me know what you're carrying in the comments. If you got this far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.